Hello everybody.
Good evening. Welcome to what is going to be the NINEBARROW Woodland.
Just get my hands out of my sleeves and give the thumbs up.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, we hadn't realised how cool it was till we stopped moving, and now we've stopped moving to sit and give you a little update.
You might not be
chilly.
getting this until a little later. It's just around about 6 o'clock, but I've got to edit this together, so you might not be getting this until 7 or 8 o'clock, depending on how long that takes me. So it is Tuesday. And the exciting news is that the trees arrived at 9 a.m. this morning, which we weren't expecting.
So we've got a bonus day of planting, so we're well ahead of schedule. So well ahead, we've kind of had to learn the ropes. It's been a bit slow. But,
So we're on a grand total of 95 trees, okay, but which doesn't seem like a lot for an entire day, but for the entire morning it was just me on my own. So have a look at this footage, because this is this here is the pallet driver. Well, he wasn't driving a pallet, he was driving a lorry with pallets in it, and it all arrived, which is very exciting. And it was a pretty misty morning here in North Dorset, very foggy up the top end of the field, and you can see here is the moment where, so on top of this pallet here there are 1,000 saplings, right? Now, it's hard to believe that what you're looking at is 1,000 saplings. And what I said to the driver was, this is the important one. Let's not tip this one over, as he promptly had to try and dislodge the pallet, which then collapsed. And you can see here me slightly, nervously hoping that this whole thing doesn't collapse. But it was all right. It was all right in the end. So we're sat here, 95 trees planted,
and
which
905 to go.
905 to go, ladies and gentlemen.
But it feels doable. Now that we're actually here, now we've started, it actually feels like we might be able to do it.
We had all 4 of us by the end of the day, so we'll show you some footage of all 4 of us. I wouldn't call us a well-oiled machine just yet, but once we
doing it a disservice, I think.
But once we all got going, it's remarkable how fast-paced the whole thing can become.
You get into a rhythm with it, and it just feels lovely.
It does. Weather, unfortunately, tomorrow is not looking great. So
it's not going to stop us, though.
It's not going to stop us.
No.
Rain or shine, these have got to get in the ground. So we'll share some footage of the dig earlier. Blue skies came out after the mist and the fog, so we'll share a bit of that with you. It'll be a long update today. They won't be quite so long every day, because, to be honest, probably need to concentrate on planting trees rather than filming and flying the drone, which is all good fun. However,
there's a job to do. The
job ahead of us is substantial. So I think we'll leave you with some footage, and I think we're going to go and get a beer, because it feels like we've earned it. So, we've begun. Have a look over there. We've already got a good 30, 40 in the ground already. We've got the team of 4,
and Eddie,
the epic team of 4 here. And what we're trying to be really organised. So we've marked up. We've got 500 oak trees to plant, and every patch of 10 oak trees is marked with one of these. And so what we're doing is we're making up. These are our tubes, stakes. It's going to be very organic. There's no rows or anything. So what I'm doing is, we've got a pile of these ready to go. They need to be roughly 3 meters apart. And this point is where I start lobbing roughly 3 meters from where I am here. Maybe over there. Maybe. So Kev digs the holes. Kev digs the holes, and then me, Jay, Vicky follow on behind, and we plant.
So we've got a pre-dug hole, courtesy of Mr. Kevin.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Good job. And we're going to make sure that the rootstock goes into the ground as quickly as possible, and then just backfilling it, pressing it all down to make sure we get rid of any air down in the ground.
The problem is if it rains and the rain goes in and there's lots of air in there, it can frostbite the roots.
Yeah, which we do not want. And then the turf just goes in upside down. We're trying to kill off any grass around it so that it doesn't compete with any of the nutrients. Breaking it up if we need to.
We will be mulching all of these, but the mulch mats haven't arrived yet, so we're going to be kind of planting first, mulching later.
So nearly there, and then we're just going to try and press it down with the feet. And the final little piece of the puzzle is the protector. And that is one tree planted.
990.
I don't want to think that.